Hey guys, how you doing? I warn you right away, I'm a little bit grumpy. It's getting cold here. It's early. It's not winter yet, but it's getting cold. I had a great summer. Absolutely fantastic summer doing stuff I enjoy, like paddleboarding, cycling, getting out in the great outdoors. But it's already getting cold, and I'm starting to get grumpy. I mean, it's freaking October. It's not even Halloween. This time of year, I always. It's the time of year for Klaus to get grumpy. I just, I don't know if you guys go through that. Do you go through periods where like everything seems to annoy you no matter what? That's the, that's what's happening to me over the last week or two. Everything's starting to annoy me more. I think that's why I got fired years ago. Because like every year, well, there's various seasons where I start getting grumpy. Actually, it happens multiple times in the year. So I was probably grumpy quite often, and ended up, well, but that's not what this video is about. We're just gonna chillax, relax. I had such a great summer. Let me share some of the visuals with you, but I got, I'm so tired of everyone knows everything. Everyone wants to tell you what to do. You always have to feel guilty about everything. Everything you do in your whole life, you have to feel guilty. Like, holy shit. And maybe it's just me. I want you guys to let me know. But I just, it's when I go to the grocery store. I used to go to the grocery store, and you have to feel guilty because you use plastic bags. I know plastic bags aren't good, but I forget. I go there, I don't bring anything, and I don't have a plastic bag, or I don't have a reusable bag. So I feel guilty. Oh, you didn't bring your canvas reusable bag? I guess you'll have to buy a plastic one. We're going to charge you 5 cents. Okay, I feel bad. Here, take my 5 cents. I need a plastic bag. Finally, after years of not being conscientious about it, I get a couple of cloth bags, right? Because I give in. I'm sorry. I get a couple of cloth bags. I go to the grocery store now. I'm sorry, sir. We don't allow cloth bags. There is a pandemic, and we don't allow you to bring your own bags. You'll have to use these plastic ones. But I just bought the cloth ones. No, but I can't use them anymore because now the virus is more important than the plastic that's going to... We could kill the world slowly. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so now I have to use the plastic bags because I'm not allowed to bring the canvas ones that I bought because I had to feel guilty about... I have to feel guilty about everything. Okay, let's calm down. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, it's not me that's stupid, is it? I mean, I think everyone's stupid. Not you guys that are watching, but I put on the radio, and everything I hear is it just causes me to get angry. I put on the news on the radio, the Canadian Broadcasting Service here, and we had the public health minister. And I'm not going to talk about. I'm not even allowed to say the word, or the video gets flagged about the pandemic and stuff that we're going through. We're not going to talk about that. In a general way, we will. But she actually came out and made a statement recently that said, we know that people are getting tired of social distancing, and we are noticing that some people are getting back together. But I would strongly recommend if you meet a partner and wish to have sex, that you should wear a mask while having sex to reduce the probability of transmitting something between it. I'm serious. This was, I heard this on the radio. I don't know if it was a joke. I'm just listening to, what day and age do we live in now? We're on the radio. A public official who makes a lot of money is telling people, if you're going to have sex with someone you don't know, you should wear a mask. Maybe it's just grumpy Klaus talking, but this is the kind of shit that I'm hearing, every freaking day. It's tiring. I'm just getting, like, I could do a better job. I could dispense advice, right? They should pay me to dispense advice. I could do public service announcements. Klaus Kellerman, 2020. If you're going to have sex with someone that you don't know, try and have that sex from a safe distance of 2 meters or more. I realize that if you don't have a 6 foot long cock, this could be difficult. So you should try and follow the following guidelines in order to decrease the potential transmission, which we know occurs through exhaling and breathing in. The following positions are considered safer. I will dispense this information now. Try and keep your faces as far as possible from each other when engaging in sex. We recommend the 69 position, where you could keep, depending on how tall you are, you could keep your faces at least a meter apart. If that is not something that you enjoy, perhaps consider doggy style, with one partner's head turned to the left and one partner's head turned to the right. Wearing masks will be safer than the missionary position. Of course, no screaming or hollering or barking or slapping and yelling "Yeehaw!" To decrease the velocity of exhaled or potentially harmful exhalations. There you go. They could pay me, right? They could pay me to do it. At least it would be more entertaining, for Christ's sakes. It's just tiring. The sheer and utter stupidity, the fog of BS that we have to endure. And I know there's a lot of people with very good intentions that are trying to manage the world through a crisis, but we get bombarded by the absolute shit show of bullshit. It like, you don't know what you're hearing, right? You have a few kernels of important information mixed in with a universe of bullshit, and we're bombarded by the bullshit every day, all day, as if like we're morons. Like the whole world, we're all useless morons, and we have to be told and bombarded with useless facts and bullshit 24/7, every freaking day, non-stop. And it's fucking tiring. At least it is for me. It's just, and that's why you got grumpy Claus today, because everything I read, everything I listen to, every conversation, it's just tiring. And then you get the whatever you believe, there's always the opposite, right? It doesn't matter what you're talking about. There's always a one side and then the other side, and this ridiculous extremes that if you go on the internet or you listen to the radio or you watch TV, all you get is the bullshit extremes, one side or the other, and what's lost in everything is just some fucking common sense. There's no one that talks common sense anymore. You know, common sense. Okay, like, this is the problem. We have an issue here. There's some smart people that know how to handle the issue. These are the steps we have to take. If we take these steps, this, and this will happen. These two things are acceptable. That's not acceptable. I think the best way overall is to do it like this. These are the recommendations. Let's do it. No, there's no discussion figuring out like what the hell we should do. No. It's just basically Rizzo the Rat and Miss Piggy arguing with Mr. Snuffleupagus and the Swedish Chef. And all you get on the radio, the news, the internet is that it's just constant nonsense. And I'm okay. I'm going to expand the what we're talking about here to include just about everything. From the minute I wake up, every little piece of media that I interact with is basically trying to make me feel guilty for being a human person that's alive right now, because I'm probably fucking doing something wrong. I got up yesterday and I went outside with an organic compostable plastic bag filled with kitchen scraps to put into my green bin, which is the organic compostable pickup. And I was sleepy, and I put it in the blue bin, which is the recyclable thing. And my neighbor said, "Oh, you've put your compostables in the wrong bin." And I looked and I said, "Yeah, you're right." So I pushed over this huge fucking blue bin and dumped out about a week's worth of recycling papers and cardboards and this. Found the compostable bag and put it into the, is it the green bin? Yeah, I put that one in the green. I've got a green bin the size of, imagine it's about 5 feet high and about 3 feet wide, which now you have, and you're supposed to put like banana peels and chicken bones in it. And so I put banana peels and chicken bones in there, and I have probably a bag the size of a loaf of bread a month that I put in the bottom of this tiny little bag in the bottom of this huge green bin, and I put it up every week, and this huge truck comes by and picks it up and flips my banana peel into the back because we're going to save the world. And I also have a very small black, there's 3 bins. There's a green one, a blue one, and a black one. The black one is kind of small, and it's for garbage. It used to be the only bin we had, and we would put things in it. That was, we called garbage, and the garbage truck would come and pick up the garbage, but that was unacceptable, so now we have 3 bins. We have a blue one, a green one, and a black one. And that's not bad, but then what's happened is there's still a lot of garbage. And there's some people that are complaining, well, we have too much garbage. So what was decided to be done in my city was, we have too much garbage, so what we'll do is instead of picking it up once a week, we'll pick it up once every 2 weeks. And then we'll have less garbage. That's what the city decided, that they would pick it up half as often, but they would charge the same amount to pick it up half as often. And of course now the black bin isn't big enough because now you've put garbage in it for 2 freaking weeks instead of 1 week. So usually when the truck comes by on garbage day, all the black bins are out and they're all full, and there's some bags and piles beside the black bin because you got a little bin, and usually they picked it up once a week, but now they pick it up once every 2 weeks. And so it would take 60% longer for the garbage truck to make its rounds because it had to pick up the bin automatically, and then the guys would have to get out and pick up the bags and throw the bags into the truck because they only come every 2 weeks instead of every week. And so this went on for a while, and then the city started to realize, well, we're not saving money doing this because we're paying overtime because it's taking them longer to pick up the garbage because there's extra bags. So they had a meeting, and the council decided that, well, to solve that, they would apply a fee to if there's bags in excess of your black bin. So they used to pick it up once a week for a certain price, but now they pick it up once every 2 weeks for the same price. But if you can't fit it all in the black bin, you get charged like $5 for each extra bag. And so, because we'll save the world that way. And now the discussion, get this, this is funny, and I don't know why I even follow this stuff, but the discussion now is, well, there's some people are complaining about having to pay $5 for each extra bag, so we've noticed people wandering around the neighborhood at night with garbage bags trying to stuff them in their neighbor's bin, if they can find a bin that has some space. So the council now is debating that maybe we should reissue new bins throughout the city of millions of people. We could make new black bins that are twice as big. Think of the mental intellect that has gone into the discussion and evolution of this process. We could recall all the small bins. We could manufacture 1 million new large bins. Yeah, that's a great idea. And then what'll happen is 2 or 3 years from now they'll say, well, we got these really big bins. If we want to reduce the amount of, why don't we pick up the garbage every 4 weeks? Everything pisses me off. How do these people that make decisions get into the position to be able to make the decisions? Do you have to be a clueless, stupid moron to be able to get yourself in the position to be able to make these kind of decisions? Like, I think the answer to that is yes. Like, who else in their right mind would want to run for city politics or something to end up? Your job would be to be on a committee to decide how frequently garbage men should come around and pick up your garbage. Like, who aspires to be able to, achieve that? You know who? Morons. That's who. That's why we're all fucked, because we're basically run by a bunch of morons. And my advice to everyone would be just live your life. Try and be a good person. Try and use common sense and be nice to everyone. And don't watch the news. Don't search the internet for these news articles. Don't listen to the radio. Don't follow all this stuff. It'll just get you agitated like I'm agitated. Just try and spend your time doing something enjoyable like I did right here, going for a nice paddle and enjoying my day. And if I have to put the garbage out, I'll just go out with my bag. I'll stand in the front and I'll ask one of my neighbors, which fucking bin do I put this in? I don't want to offend anyone. The blue one? The green? Okay, I'll put it in the green one. Thank you. I'll just do that. If the health minister wants me to wear a mask while having sex, I'll put on my Antonio Banderas mask. Right? That'll be fun. Say hello to my little friend. Right? And if you're at work and your boss tells you something completely stupid, like you filled out that report on the yellow form, we've switched over to the blue CPI forms. We're having an issue with the way your performance is. When your boss comes in and starts one of those, do what I did, right? And say, can you get the fuck out of here, you useless moron? Well, actually, don't do that, because if you do that, like I did, you could get fired and end up like me. Well, let's face it, I'm sitting in my basement right now recording a video because I don't have a job. This is what I do. But I have realized one thing. I've realized one thing, guys, that when you have a lot of free time, for all of you that have been fired or are retired or are at home for whatever reason, when you have more time, you can use it two ways. Number one is you can absorb all the media, the radio, the newspapers, the internet, the TV, and just become grumpy Claus, which is the trap I've fallen into. Or you can try and use your days productively to enjoy yourself, like I did on this wonderful summer day, peacefully paddling around. Just this is what I need to concentrate on, and I promise you, it's for me, but I promise you, I'm pledging on this video that I'm going to try and focus on good things and things that make me happy, things that are healthy, the wholesome things in life that no one can take away, moments like this, enjoyment, and just cut through the bullshit and forget about the bullshit and just chill. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I wish you all the best, and we will have another little chat soon. All of you, me, and a cup of coffee.